So I want to briefly touch on the movie End of the Road with Queen Latifah. In my opinion, the movie was ludicrous, no pun intended, and it didn't help that there wasn't much of a storyline or character development. With that being said, my biggest issue with this movie and similar movies is the way they switch the roles between the man and the woman. Ludacris's character is emotional, loud, and an all-around screw-up. Queen Latifah's character, on the other hand, is the overly righteous matriarch, headstrong yet willing to turn the other cheek almost to a fault. She has a teenage daughter and an adolescent son. Now, to give you an example, Luda's character is Queen Latifah's brother and basically a stereotype. We start the film off with him arriving late in a car full of weed smoke, getting out making excuses, talking in circles, and eventually smoking weed with his niece, knowing that his older sister is strictly against drug use of any kind. Now, I'm fine with her being a leader, and we have had many strong female leaders in the black culture, but I'm going to get into how they give her the masculine qualities and him the feminine qualities. So let's get into it. The family is in financial trouble, they are losing their home and moving to another state. They are so bankrupt in the beginning of the movie, Queen Latifah has to go through a few credit cards to pay for something at a gas station. Jump to later in the day, they stop at another store in a racist town and the daughter has words with two white men. These men follow them, try to run them off the road, and then roadblock them a few miles up. Now here's where the movie starts to go downhill, at least for me. So they are about 100 feet from the aggressors, and Reggie, Luda's character, is about to get out of the car with no weapon, no plan, just a lot of mouth. Okay, so his sister stops him and goes out by herself. Now I can understand the sister taking the lead, especially if she's a thinker and the calmer under pressure of the two. But what man would let a woman approach racist armed men alone and just sit back and watch? The very least he could have done was go out there with her. Most of us grew up under the rules, if one goes, we all go. But peep how they switch roles. In any society, it's usually the man who confronts danger, not vice versa. Especially a physical situation. But all through this movie, she will be the one on the front lines. They really want the role of the man and the woman to be interchangeable in society. That is why men are wearing dresses and women are wearing suits. But I digress. So of course she goes out there and tries to reason with them. Of course, they're not trying to hear it. They make her grovel a little bit, apologize, and eventually let them go. So later that night, the whole family is in one hotel room where they hear a guy get murdered next door. The brother and sister go to check, and Reggie steals a big bag of money unbeknownst to his sister. The next day, he tells his sister about the money, and of course, she wants no part of it. They get a call from someone that knows their names and demands the money back. Brenda, Queen Latifah's character, then leaves the money in another hotel closet for the criminals to pick up and keeps driving. The criminals eventually kidnap her son and tell her that the money has to be brought directly to them. Instead of sticking together, she once again leaves her brother with her daughter and goes to retrieve the money by herself. Only problem is there's another racist hotel attendant that steals the money, and Brenda has to chase her to a white supremacist compound. They then knock Brenda out and hold on to the cash. Okay, so I'm compacting the story, but to make it short, Queen Latifah, a middle-aged mother of two, fights off about 5 or 6 grown men and retrieves the money. She's not an expert marksman, she's not explained to be skilled in combat, but she does what most average men wouldn't be able to do. I just had to chuckle at that point. I'm not going to give away the rest of the movie, but near the end, she does it again and almost single-handedly kills the bad guys while her brother sits in the car. Need I say more? So you guys can go check it out if you want, but my whole thing was just to shed light on how it is a common theme for gender roles to be reversed in this day and age. The men are becoming more feminine and the women are becoming more masculine, and it's being pushed on us through TV, social media, and even in the school systems. It is destroying the family structure, and I just want to shed a light on it. There's definitely an agenda, and I don't know exactly what the end goal is. Depopulation, I can't say. But you can't watch a Netflix movie in this day and age without there being some type of homosexuality, or in this case, a role reversal. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. With that being said, it's your boy, Mr. Rice. If you knew better, you'd do better. I holla, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.